read an article from, not an article, a blurb from Harvard Business Review the other day. They have a feed called the Management Tip of the Day, which is highly worthwhile, whether you're in business or not, because it's always really good thinking by some of the best and brightest minds that Harvard has access to. And they have many, including a guy named Matt Abrahams, who is a lecturer and author around organizational behavior. And the piece that came out from Matt was a hack for communication, which the hack itself is perfect. I mean, it's a simple 3-step structure that you can use to organize your thoughts before you undertake a communication with an audience. Tried and true stuff. However, the thing that really got to me about this piece was in the introduction. There's a line that says to the effect that this hack is intended to help communicators and audiences to get from A to B more efficiently. And that really piqued my interest. Whether you're in business communication or whether you're undertaking a personal communication, the concept of moving an audience from A to B is a little bit dicey. It's not quite that simple. Typically, when we think of a starting point, we think of our starting point. Here's where we are, here's where we want to move to. Here's point A, here's point B. Communication is what gets us there. When we're communicating, however, the starting point is not our starting point. It's our audience's starting point. So if there wasn't a discrepancy between where the audience is and where we are, we wouldn't need to communicate with them. The whole point of communication is to narrow that gap and bring us more into alignment. That's how we create a supportive audience. So the challenge for us, especially in personal communication, when there's all kinds of emotional stuff involved, the challenge is to make sure that the starting point that we consider is our audience's starting point, not ours. So point A is the audience's point A, not ours. And the point B, the finish line that we're trying to get to, is more of a negotiated settlement than a hard and fast target. Sure, we're here now and we really want to get to here, but the chances that our audience will land spot on that target that we wish to set are next to nil. What we end up with is the audience moving from their point A through a convoluted series of thoughts and perhaps exchanges. Lots of times communication is incremental until we get them sort of close to B. So what we're doing is not moving from our A to our B. It's from audience's A to a negotiated B, at which point we see what else we have to do to maybe move them even closer to where we want them to go. Did you see what I did there? See? A, B, C. Because it doesn't really work as well on video as when you write out C, S-E-E. Anyway, that is my thought for the day on Matt Abraham's article on communication hack. I'm going to put the link to the article on this post, and I encourage you to go check it out and also to look at the HBR management tip of the day, whether you're in a career position or not. Great thinking in there. It's a free feed. It's really, really quick and highly worth your time. The other thing is I really like saying Harvard Business Review a lot because that just makes me sound so smart. Smart. Anyway, remember that communication is the world's most important subject, and the world is a mess and we need some things to change. Communication is how we manage change, so get communicating. That's it for me today. If you want to send me questions or comments, or if you want to check out our great free course, Changing How We Change, drop us a note at info@bettercoms.com, and we'll see you next time.